All right, can you get a refill? Yes, we can. We finally got her on the line. She said she been outside all day. What's going on with you, Elle Varner, on the line with us on the Urban Experience?
Yes, I am on the run, but I'm happy to be on air with y'all and talking to y'all and you know what I mean, getting that refill.
You already know what it is. You already know what it is. Well, first of all, I just want to. I say it's all good. First of all, refill, right? First, everyone thinks refill is about a dude and things like that. And I was like, kind of, because I happen to partake, in front of bars and things like that. But it came from partying in Miami. You was like singing, "Can I get a refill?" And then next thing you know, we got this big hit called Refill, and everybody thinks it's about a relationship.
Yeah, and it's like when I started writing the song, it did become about that, but the original idea that just came off the top of my head came while I was pre-gaming with my friends, So it's crazy. And the song is not about drinking. That's the funny thing. So I got all kinds of stuff going on.
So it's not about drinking. It's not about. So can you let us know what it's about, just a little bit, real quick?
Let me decode the mystery of refill for you.
Yes, please.
Well, what I was saying earlier in an interview was that what I wanted to do was take all these words associated with drinking and use them in a different context of what it's like to meet a stranger. And I don't know if you've ever had this happen where, like, you're talking to somebody and you say bye and you wait, but y'all both end up going the same way, and it's kind of awkward, so you don't know if you keep talking or do you just, like, pretend not to notice. It's that kind of, where do I fit in? Do I stay? Do I go? Do I keep talking? Do I get the number? Do I have lunch or whatever it is with a stranger? And, I kind of have always had a very free-spirited mentality. Like, I'll go hang out with people I don't know, whatever. So that's kind of an experience of mine before meeting someone and getting into a deep conversation, and that's what it's about.
Okay. Is that kind of like what you mean with this conversational lush?
Yeah, conversational lush.
Is that something you created?
It runs in my family. I think it's a disease called we talk too much. Like, I complain about my mom and my nana, but whenever I get on the phone, like, I don't get off the phone. So I have the same problem, just always talking. And that's where the whole theme of the mixtape came about, too, conversational lush, because a lot of the songs on there are very conversational.
Yes, this is true.
In the story or in the delivery or the writing.
All right, Joe Black, I know you itching to ask Elle Varner a question. Go ahead.
I'm not itching. We go right now.
Go ahead.
Elle Varner, I mean,
yes.
How has attending different musical programs throughout your life help you help your style as an artist?
It has really helped me tremendously. The programs that I've been involved in, back to going to a Montessori school, which is, I think it's pre-K or kindergarten, where you just sit around and you do arts and crafts all day. So from and yes, most kids do that anyway, but I was in a program where from a very young age, I had freedom to create, and I was always in that environment. I sang in church growing up. Then as I got older and got into more disciplined programs like a jazz choir, or even at NYU, it raised my level higher with my musical ability.
So let me ask you this, though. Growing up, basically growing up in the studio with your mother and father being songwriters, musicians, publishers, and things like that, if you wasn't around none of that, okay, would you be doing something other than music? Like, could you see yourself doing something other than music, or like music, like you was born into it, you just had to do it?
I think it's just my destiny. I don't think I ever had a choice. Like, there's been times when I've even tried to make it not happen because maybe I didn't have you know how we sabotage things in life. And I definitely was afraid of it for a long time. I could have done this at 16. and been a young. I mean, I'm still young, but I could have been a teen star maybe. You know, gone after it and not gone to school or whatever. But I think that because it is my destiny, it was supposed to happen the way it happened. And my parents being involved is just the icing on the cake. You know, like.
Okay. Now, Joe Black noticed, you know, something about you, that you got like 1,000 pair of eyeglasses. He wanted to know.
I want to know how many pairs of frames do you have? Like, because every interview I see, every video I see you in, there's always a different pair of frames. So how many do you own?
All right, let's see. I'm looking at the show. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I count right there. And then I have some in my suitcase. Damn. So about 20 pairs.
20 pairs.
So that's like
the funny thing is, though, I'm going to be honest with you, like, even the dude today was like, oh, are those the glasses you wore and only want to give it to you? I'm like, dude, these are my glasses. I thought I left them on the train. I would be devastated if I lost them. I wear them, like, to death. I got all these other ones, but I usually wear the same ones.
So, hey, don't mess with her glasses, okay? Like, if she can leave her wallet, she can leave anything. But if she leave her glasses, yeah, we going back to that next city to get my glasses, okay? Because she don't play by the glasses. Now, let me ask you this. I always ask everybody who comes on, you know, the show and everything like that, if you could collaborate with anybody, dead or alive, because, you know, things can happen in the studio, who would it be?
Whitney Houston.
Whitney Houston. I can see that.
Oh, you did a wonderful tribute, by the way.
Thank you. I would love you know what would be amazing if I could write and produce a song on Whitney Houston. That would be crazy. For her to sing it, me to write it, produce it.
Wow.
But hey.
Now the album Perfectly Imperfect, is it?
Yeah,
when can we expect it?
You can expect it at the end of the summer. That is what we're doing right now. Like, everything that I'm doing, running around, interviews, taping this, taping that, is all getting ready for the album, heavy promo. It's going to be a lot of magazines, a lot of TV stuff coming up, and, yeah, we'd love to get it popping.
End of the summer, Elle Varner. Hopefully when we get you down here in South Florida, we can get you in the studio.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it out there, man. My friend lives over there.
Since you've always been able to do your own thing at your own pace and do whatever it is that you wanted to do and never cracked under any influence or any pressure, what tips would you give to the youth on peer pressure?
Oh man, I have to say, not to toot my own horn, but I think I did really well handling peer pressure. I made it through high school, untouched, no kind of drinking, nothing. And what I did was I would always just make up my mind before I entered a situation on what I was going to do and what I was not. And when you do that, it doesn't really matter what is presented to you. You already know what you are and aren't going to do, and it makes it really easy, actually. You know, and if your friends or people around you want to give you, like, trouble about what you don't do, those are not your friends. And I talk to my parents a lot. I think it's important for kids, whether it's a parent or an uncle or a counselor, you have to have some kind of adult that you can talk to because they can help you navigate without having to go through stuff you may not even need to ever go through if you would talk to them. You know, so that's my advice. Don't be afraid to talk to adults. They've been where you've been, you know. So. And
they gonna make sure that you don't make the same mistakes or like lead down the road that they made or whatever, you know. So
exactly.
Okay. Now I gotta ask you this because I know you're a musician and you started playing at a very young age. What is your favorite instrument other than your voice?
My favorite instrument is definitely the guitar. I write pretty much all my songs on the guitar. I wrote Only Want to Give It to You on the guitar, So Fly on the guitar, Welcome Home, and a lot of songs that you'll be hearing on the album I wrote and played on the album guitar.
Speaking of So Fly, what is that dude that you was singing about? What is he saying right now? I just want to know.
Okay, well, put it like this. The last thing he IM'd me, which who does that anymore?
Really?
But he IM'd me on AIM or whatever, iChat, I don't know, something like that. And he's like, "Are you married? Are you married now?" I was like, "No." Like, what do you want?
Wow.
You know, he's trying to check up on me now.
Wow, he ain't want nothing to do with you then, but now that you on your blow upness, he wanna. Wow, that's crazy right there. But hey, now I know all the fellas want to know. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna ask this for the fellas, cause like when I say you was gonna be on the show, like by 10 of them was like, please ask her, can I have a refill? I'm like, okay, hold up. So, are you single, and what kind of guy are you? Are you attracted to? So when you come in a city, they can be ready for you.
All right. So here's the deal. I am single, but I am, like, I don't know, Lady Gaga said it. I've heard other artists say, married to the music right now. Like, you have no idea. This is so time-consuming and mentally consuming. I wouldn't have time to date if I wanted to right now. But in terms of the guys that I like a guy who's respectful and has his own stuff going on. You know, you can't be trying to bring me down with no problems, and no, like, you have it together and just be nice and funny. I love funny guys. I'm not so picky on looks as much as it is a personality, sense of humor. So if you can make me laugh, you might get a refill. No.
I'm just saying, Elle Varner's on the Urban Experience. Joe Black, you got last words for Elle Varner?
I mean, I think you're dope. But
thank you.
What flaws in your game do you feel that you need to fix as you progress as an artist?
Oh, good one. Well, one of the biggest things that I've been confronted with, I'd say in the last few months, was my live performance. I had to, and I still have to improve a lot. I mean, from when I went on tour with Estelle back in February, that was really the first big shows I was doing. The first performance I ever did, other than playing in like a dorm room in school, was opening up for Alicia Keys in Cayman Islands. And then the next performance was Alicia Keys at the Apollo, and then the next one was the BET Awards. It was like I jumped straight into the biggest performance venues and levels without ever having the slow build and learning how to perform. So the road taught me that. I do shows now like every 2 days, every 3 days, and I'm getting really good. I know one thing, I can sing live, like, you know, and I'm proud of that, because a lot of artists these days, you might get lip syncing, you might be like, oh, that sounds nothing like the record, but I do. And when I get on that A-level performance game, like Beyonce, it's gonna be a wrap.
Yeah, Alicia Keys, that's one of my favorites.
Alicia Keys, oh yeah, oh my God, she's so good.
Yes, that's my sister right there. But I want to let you know though, like Joe Black knows, like everybody that I really like that's my jams, I claim them as my relatives. So he can say, I'll be like I'm about to play my cousin. So like you like my cousin right now, you know what I mean?
Okay. We play cousins.
Yeah, man, we play cousins, just like that.
Okay.
So I got on Twitter, her name is Lady Scholar 08. She was like, can you please see if Elle Varner can do a little acapella, just a little bit. I was like, I don't know. She gonna be on the phone, so I have to ask. It's the listeners. Would you mind just giving a little bit?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I can't. No, I'm just playing. Of course. Of course. After that big speech about singing live, no, of course. I'll give you a little some of refill.
Okay, cool. Go ahead.
Okay. I feel like the girl at the bar who's been there too long, can't stand up. I should be gone, but I just can't get enough. Yeah, fumbling, giggling to the edge of the I get like this after one too many. Right now I ain't even been drinking.
All right.
You pushed me in that moment. It was turned in 5, turned into 10. And right now I don't know how to say when. So can I get a refill? Can I get a refill? Can I get a refill? Yeah.
And that's Elle Varner on the Urban Experience exclusive, singing live. You know what I mean? You already know what it is.
That wasn't no lip sync neither.
No lip singing. I wasn't even playing the record. That was live right there. That's live
No,
right
that
there.
was a tape. I'm sorry, y'all. That was a tape. I pre-tape it. I'm joking.
Okay, but real quick, I know you busy, so let everybody know if they don't know the website, Twitter, because I know you're gonna follow us back on Twitter. I know this, right? I know.
Oh, you know that. You tweeted me right now?
Yeah, I did. I've been tweeting you like all week, promoting that you're gonna be on the show.
Okay, I'm gonna go look it up and I'm gonna follow you back right now.
Okay. So,
my Twitter is Elle Varner. ElleVarner.com is my website. Facebook /Elle Varner. Everything is Elle Varner online. Instagram. And yeah, that's it.
Already. So now I appreciate you coming on the Urban Experience, and we about to wrap it up as well. So you want to go ahead and introduce your song Refill, like it's a hit out here.
Yes.
So I can't wait to get you over here in the South Florida. We get you in the studio. You kind of take over my show with me, because I have the guys, they be like going in. I'm like, I need some female help. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, and me too. I be around guys, all guys, everybody.
I know, right? I'm gonna need you just to come through and just kind of co-host the show with me one day. I'm just saying. But I appreciate you.
Cool.
I appreciate you checking in. Go ahead and introduce your song, and we'll be back with more Urban Experience.
Absolutely. My name is Elle Varner, and you are listening to my record. Can I get a refill?